We're actually all Sac State alum, and I just want to know, like,
Thing
you
is
went to
up, baby.
high school and went to Sac State, and now you play for the Sacramento Kings organization. Just tell me, what do you think about just playing for your hometown organization, like, through all levels of basketball? Like, what kind of experience is that for you?
Yeah, it's been love. Like every point of my journey, had my family and friends being able to come to my games, support me. Yeah, not a lot of people are lucky enough to have that kind of situation. So truly blessed to be able to hoop in the 916 and be close enough where everyone could come out. So yeah, very family orientated. So I love that.
That's what's up. And then what's the biggest surprise to you jumping from playing at Sac State, playing in Yosemite Hall to actually
Facts.
playing as a professional, getting paid to play? Like, what's
Yeah.
the biggest difference? Like, what's an eye-opening moment for you once you kind of stepped into the Kings organization?
Yeah, so eye opening is probably hooping with guys that I've seen on TV before. Like when some of the guys got called down from the Kings and just being able to be around like another pro. Because growing up, I didn't really know anyone like close enoughly that was actually played in the NBA. So that was always like a dream of mine. I put those guys on a pedestal growing up as a kid. I thought they were gods, basically. And so then seeing how close I was to that level was just even motivating for me at that.
Dang, that's what's up. That's what's up. And all right, so you went to Pleasant Grove, you went to Sac, and all right, I know like there's some guys that either play like, in a big time like ACC or, Big Ten. And what's the biggest, because you're actually in a locker room with them, what's the biggest difference that you see? Like, is there a difference? Is it like a guy from like JUCO out playing a guy from Europe? Is it like, how's the talent level matching up? Is it like higher than expected, lower than what you expected? Like, what's the really outcome once you like kind of hit the floor with everybody?
I think it's all pretty close. I think a lot of the guys that maybe overseas now that had kind of had a shot at the NBA, the talent's there for sure. And it's I think it's all based on situation and opportunity. If you're in the right situation, some guys could shine, being whether that's the coaching or the coaching style, giving them more confidence or being more strict, and then the opportunity as well. When you get in the game, they expect you to perform. Like it's a job. It's what the guys are getting paid for, what the GMs are getting paid for. So if they make a mistake on the guy, they're not going to be too happy about it. So there's kind of a short window of when you get on the court that you have to perform and make the most out of it. So the guys that do make the most out of that opportunity, they continue to advance, and you'll see them rise higher up in whether that's professionally or even in the college game as well.
Yeah, I think you made a good point about like situation. Like that's help everybody, like from high school to college to pros. It's just all about right place, right time, and then really just like seizing that moment. Like once the opportunity do come.
For sure, because there's a lot of talented guys out there. For sure, a lot of talented guys, and so just being able to take advantage of that.
Right. Speaking of that, like in the off season, like what do you do to kind of stay in shape and really kind of get that competitive edge going? Because I know it's like a long off season. Like, what is
definitely.
So so I've been hooked up with my guy Gus Armstead for a while. I went to school with his son Eric Armstead, and so he's basically been my trainer since I've been in middle school / high school. And so every summer we get together Monday through Friday, basically even on the weekends too. We'll get in some runs at 9 a.m. where it'll consist of a lot of skill work and then a lot of 3-on-3 running sets in the half court, things like that against other pros that he has out there. And then this past 2 or 3 seasons, I got hooked up with another guy that I've known through Gus. His name's Jeff. And so we'll head out to the Academy Performance Center in downtown right there. And we'll do a lot of the strength and conditioning type stuff. And that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then depending on the day, depending on how hard it was, we'll come back, get into the gym around 4 for another skill work session. So doing that consistently, that's a lot of work over the summer. And that's what I think I attributed to my growth for sure as a professional. each year I've been able to improve more and more. So that's something I definitely think it's because of.
So what's up? What about pickup games? Like, have you ever played like pickup games during high school, college, like like scrimmages, like the kind of and then like the real thing. So like, how do you like pickup games, like poster workouts, or like to help your overall progression?
Yeah, so I think it's important to definitely, you could drill all you want, but you have to actually test your skills out against live competition. And so now I don't really do a lot of pickup games. A lot of the time I'll be working out and then be with my trainer. But definitely in high school and college, I did a lot of that. Whether in high school, I definitely do a lot of pickup games at like 24-hour fitness down there. And so I would get a lot of my runs in there, try to play against older guys. And then in college, I did a lot of runs. They had some runs at Sac State that I definitely enjoyed in. So during the summer where guys that knew some other guys like around, it's like from UC Davis and other schools around there come out there. And so those are the two places that I probably had a lot of pickup games at growing up.
That's what's up. I mean, we're living in a kind of like uncertain times right now with this affecting everyone. How's that affected you in terms of, this will be a season right now, and how are you kind of staying fit, staying ready? Where are you doing like basketball wise to kind of like during this time?
Yeah, so when that hit, it cut our season short. So that was kind of disappointing because I definitely felt like I was playing my better basketball at that time. So being able to finish out the season, I think definitely would have helped out my prospects for next season. But it is what it is. Something that I had no control over, so something I didn't really worry about. And so going into this time where we all had to do the social distancing type stuff, so I'd have do my own workouts in the garage, basically a lot of dribbling drills, a lot of at-home workouts, stuff like that. And so we actually have a park down the street where luckily they didn't cut down the rim at all. I know they're doing that. I know they've been doing that a lot around the U.S. where they'll totally like take down the rim because they don't want anyone playing on the hoop at all. So luckily we had one out there, so I'll get some shots up and stuff like that. But it wasn't really a lot of shots. It was a lot of dribbling, just trying to stay in shape, doing different stuff. Like I started doing yoga more. Didn't really experience really yoga before that. Yeah, that's basically it. A lot of no weights workouts, a lot of jumping jacks, push-ups, type stuff like that. So I've been using social media kind of to give me kind of inspiration for these workouts where I'll see one that someone posted, I'll save it, and then do it on my own.
Cody, so in that same like vein, is it like staying mentally tough, like keeping that in shape, like that part? I can only imagine, dude. Like when your job is like as a pro athlete, like that's gotta be tougher probably than being.
Yeah, just being mentally prepared because as of right now, we're technically still going on with the season. So they haven't said anything about canceling it yet. So there's still a possibility that we might have to come back and play. So just being ready for that, staying ready. And I think that's something that will benefit a lot of guys through the summertime is because just not losing focus. Like obviously you have something a goal that you're looking forward to. A lot of those guys are just playing the NBA. And so during the summer, you could get distracted somewhat because it's a lot of off time compared to the season where you're on the go a lot. You're traveling, having games and practice. And so summertime, you're basically on your own. There's no one looking over your shoulder, making sure you do your workouts. It's a lot of on you.
Yeah. Are you spending some time like, are you spending some time gaming right now? Like quite like a bit, you feel like? I was so you just played against that guy that you played 2K against Kingsguard, right?
Yeah.
Like, so esports, man, like that's super, super interesting. Just watching that evolve, like period. But especially during this time, like I can only imagine that it's gone to the next level.
Yeah, you see guys winning millions of dollars for the Fortnite tournament and stuff. So that's crazy. Just growing up, I remember a lot of my family members would be like, "Hey, get off that game, man. You're making me lazy." But now kids that are staying on the game can make millions of dollars off it. So it's definitely a different time. Video games is something that I enjoy a lot. I recently like bought like a little camera and like a little mic for myself so I can start streaming, try to get into that. I'm not that good yet, but give it some time and maybe I'll be able to get big time like those other guys. But yes, a lot of games and something that I enjoy during the season too, like on road trips. I usually brought my PlayStation on road trips when I went on there, being at the hotel, having not being able to do much because you want to kind of stay off your feet for the game. So I'd play a lot of games during the season during that time too.
No doubt.
Cool, man. And this for everybody. What's your fondest Sac State memory?
You can go, Josh.
Shit, man. I got a lot. I fucking love the Sac State. It's funny, man. So Dylan Garrity, I worked with. I know, really, really good guy, dude. Love that guy. He called me a few weeks back. He was in LA traffic. That guy's always in LA traffic.
Yeah, that's what it's like out there.
I know, but it's funny. We would always chat about that, man. At our last company, just Sac State memories overall. Shit. I mean, the well. There's so many great memories that come from there. I feel like at Sac State and just meeting guys on campus. God, I would say there's so many from the well. That's probably some of my best memories for sure.
Yeah, growing up close to Sac State, I get a lot of questions about why'd you live on campus? You live so close, why didn't you stay at home or anything like that? And I think I actually love staying on campus, being able to meet different people from all over and being just involved with the campus a lot more than just staying at home and commuting back to school. So I'm glad I made that decision. And so, meeting people at the well, at the DC, and the dorms and stuff like that was all awesome. And then for basketball-wise, I think it was when Dylan hit that shot. That was probably one of my fondest memories when he hit that against Weber State, a little 75-foot shot, basically. And so that was on SportsCenter and all that good stuff. And so, that was a good time.
What's up? And mine would have to be, because I'm a little older than y'all. And when I was there.
No.
Time where it was all construction.
So is it just being built?
And I just remember going to the DC, the dining commons, where they had they didn't have that new AMC where they got the nice little store and stuff. They had a little corner store on the side of the DC commons. That's how bad it was. But I remember just going up in there and just straight roasting dudes.
A lot of people would just hang outside, just kick it.
Yeah, so that's kind of my fond memories in the dorms, when I stayed on campus the first year.
Yeah, I think it's crazy how much Sac State's grown. Because both my parents actually went to Sac State, and so when they dropped me off at Sac State, they're like, "Man, I don't remember this being here. I don't remember that being here." And now when I go by Sac State, they got different places that I haven't seen. They're just being built, so I'm having that same feeling. So it's crazy how much it's grown.
Bro, that is wild. Your roots run deep in Sacramento.
Yeah, no, for sure. We both my parents went to Sac State. I was born in Santa Clara, and then they always had dreams of moving back here because they liked the area so much. And so we ended up moving back here when I was in first grade, and they've been at the same house ever since.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So before we get out of here, anything you want to plug, Cody?
One thing I do want to kind of plug is I'm having a free virtual kids camp this next coming week. And so we want to try to keep it from the ages 9 to 14, so kind of young, but still being able to get some skill work in. So, if anyone is interested or would like to participate, feel free to find me on Instagram and then email me through that.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
Cool. Awesome, brother.
Oh, and I need some merch, too. I need some merch.
All right.
Yeah.
Hook him up, Dom. Make that happen.